And a very good morning to you. It's Saturday the 13th of January 2018. And look, there are guests in the studio today, boys and girls. How exciting is this?
Indeed.
3 people in here at the same time. I've never had 3 people in here at the same time.
Yes, indeed.
Not in this room anyway. The shower maybe, but not in here. Good evening. Would you like to tell us who you are? Thank you.
Good morning, gang. My name is Adam the Plumber.
Adam the Plumber is in the studio today waiting for your questions about plumbing, boys and girls. If you need your pipes or anything else,
Yes, if you need anything else sorting or
stopcocks,
rodding sorted out.
Now, you were saying to me earlier on, it's very, very important.
It is very important, boys and girls, to lubricate your stopcocks.
Very, very important. And why is that, darling?
Because if you get a seized stopcock, you'll have trouble if you get a burst pipe.
And do you find the seizures come more with age?
They do, yes. The longer
things stop working.
They do. The thing is, if you leave something, it will eventually seize up. If you don't use it regularly.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to use it regularly.
Yes.
And you have to lubricate it regularly. And
perhaps your little friend there, darling, has that problem, does he?
No, he's young enough that he knows how to... I've shown him how to lubricate his one. This is Royston, by the way, even for anybody who doesn't know. This is Royston, this is my other half, who's been invited into this wonderful international complex here at Roebuck.
International complex. I must apologise if the picture looks a little bit too far the other way. I've had to move the camera around, and the background doesn't go all the way across to the other side, just to fit the 3 of us all in. Not that we're fat.
No, we're all slim now.
Because we are slim people. This one here, this is the person who got me into Slimming World. And he's lost a lot more weight than me, although there's a tiny little bit been put back on, hasn't there, lovey?
There has.
A tiny little bit's been put back on there. He's the man who got me into Slimming World. And tell us about your how much you started at. What was your weight when you started?
Yeah, sure.
What did you get down to, and what have you gone kind of back up to? It's like coming down again now.
It's coming down again now. I mean, I started up before I started my Slimming World journey. I was 20 stone. I started at 20 stone, and I've lost my top loss weight is 4 stone and 2 pounds.
Right.
It's now hovering around 3 stone 9 pounds.
So that's still £3.
Yeah, still £3.
See, I'm doing the Slimming World thing that they do.
Yeah.
They always look at the positives. They don't say, "Oh, well, you've gone back up another £6."
No, they don't.
You've still lost.
You've still
3
lost
stones.
Oh yeah, still lost 3 stone.
Unlike skinny young people who don't seem to put on weight.
No,
and eat
exactly.
Mars bars and chocolate.
This is true.
And chips as their main meal.
Yeah.
No, I'll do put on weight.
You do.
His main meal yesterday was 3 bags of chips, 10 McDonald's, and 5 bars of chocolate. Nothing.
Not a pound. Not a pound.
I, 3 years ago,
Yep.
I was walking past in Waitrose, the crisp section,
Yep.
and I breathed in and immediately put on 2 stone.
Oh no.
Couldn't believe it.
I know, it happens. Happens at our age.
Can we show people, and he's had a little article written, but thank you very much for your messages, boys and girls. We'll just come to those in a second, all right? He's been in the Slimming World. Is it like a magazine type thing, that is?
Yeah, that's the well, this is actually on the Slimming World West Norwood app on Facebook. Maria Miller, who's the
Maria.
Yes,
I just met a girl named Maria.
You did.
Was it that Maria?
It was that Maria. You're right. Anyway, so our dear Maria, she sort of puts all these positive things on the Facebook page. This is on the public one, and as you can see, the picture on the left there was taken just over a year ago, and I was just a shy of 20 stone there.
You just started.
Yeah, just started.
I remember.
Yeah. So you can see there's quite a bit of difference in the 2 pictures there, obviously. And Maria.
Is the picture on the left? That's as you are now, is it, lovey? Oh God! God is punishing me.
That's it. We killed him off.
Chest infection I've got there.
That's it. Pass it on.
Oh dear. So it's very good.
Yes,
very good indeed.
Yeah, I'm very happy with that.
And as I say, you are the reason that I started going to Slimming World, and I managed to knock the 2 stone off, and I've kept that so far. So I'm very pleased.
And have
with that.
you've noticed an improvement in your health as well?
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah, I have.
I can now walk 3 steps and not be out of breath.
Exactly. Well, I mean, the thing is with me, when I started, I have early stage arthritis, and I used to get pain in both my knees just walking up 2 flights of stairs, as it says in that little advert there.
Yeah.
And now I can actually run up those stairs without any pain, free of pain. So it's helped, and I've still got a way to go on my journey. As I say, I've lost 3 stone 9, and I want to get down to about 12 and a half stone. So
the only pain I get now is in my neck, in the back of my neck, whenever my best mate's around.
Oh, right.
He's always a pain in the neck. That was quite humorous, wasn't it? Quite humorous. Didn't you think that was quite humorous,
it
Holly?
was.
Yes, marvellous. Let's say hello to some of you on the messaging this morning. Hello to those of you on Periscope. Diane Jebb is the first message in this morning. That's the one at the bottom there.
Hey.
Congratulations for Diane Jebb for being fully attentive this morning.
She beat me to it again, Diane.
I like a beating. I do like a beating.
We've
Some
heard
people
this.
pay for that. Some people pay for that. Good morning to Kevin Bell. Morning, Kevin. He's a great fan of England. He's in the US. Danny Gibbs is there. Who is 40 soon. That's
Whoa.
a picture of Danny. Can you see little Danny there?
Oh, yes, yes.
Doesn't he look 40?
He does.
God,
My God.
40? A little bit more than that, perhaps, lovey?
I mean, I'm
Eh?
45 and I still look 20.
Good morning to Diana, who was at the karaoke last night. Morning, Diana. Well, it was a good night last night, wasn't it? We had a very good night with the karaoke. Very busy.
Excellent.
A little bit later than usual. Around about 9:15 it started getting busy. So usually on a Friday, 8:30, bang, we're away.
Yeah, sure.
But it was a little bit quiet. Not
right.
with people, but with singers. So we're quite a few people in, but not people singing.
Right, okay.
9:15 it took off, so that was good last night. Good morning, Diane. Nice of you to bring some other people down as well, but they didn't sing, did they? Darren only did one song. I was very disappointed. I think Darren was a little bit scared of me, lovey. Is that
Scared
what it is?
of
Didn't
you?
want to stay next to me on the stage, perhaps?
Why on earth would anybody be scared of
You
you?
can understand it. You're a big celebrity
Well,
like
that's true,
myself,
yeah.
you know. People are like that, you know, when stars walk past them, they go a little bit funny. You're probably a little bit weak at the knees at the moment, are you, Royston? Are you a little bit weak at the knees at the
Yeah,
moment?
I am. I'm not gonna lie, but I've never actually been like.
In the presence of a bigger star like me.
Yeah.
I can understand that, darling.
He's only used to watching you on the small screen. He's not
On a
used
small screen,
He's
what?
not used to seeing you this big.
Want to get yourself a bigger telly then, my love? I mean, those little 12 inches are not much good to anyone, are
No,
they?
they're
Let's
not.
be honest. Kevin says it's lovely to have guests. Yes, it is. But they came in demanding breakfast and tea and all that. Christ, there was nothing left in the cupboard. Greedy people.
I know he kept us in the green room for 2 hours locked up before he even gave us a cup of tea.
Yeah. Hello to Hannah Hutapu, who is new to the show. Good morning, Hannah. Welcome to the show. Christina's there. Morning, Christina. She's down south. Down south is the place to be. Kevin, good morning to non-Irish Mary from Ireland. She's had some good
Hello,
news this
Mary.
week. I cannot reveal what that good news is.
Okay.
Unless she wants me to reveal it. But,
Reveal it, Mary,
let's just say
reveal it.
congratulations to non-Irish Mary
Congratulations.
from Ireland. We're having a little clap. We do like an applause. If you want to call in, by the way, we have a phone number open right now, boys and girls. There it is. It's a local London number. You'll see the phone numbers on the other side of the screen now, since we had the change around at the back. 0208144 3477 is my local London number, okay? 0208144 3477. If you want to talk to myself or Adam the plumber with your plumbing questions, come on, there must be one or two of you who have problems with your pipes. Who's having problems with their pipes? Adam's here to answer all your questions this evening.
I
boys and
am
girls.
indeed.
And he's also got his diary to take bookings of potential work. Minimum call-out fee for £250. Thank you. Good morning to Juan. Morning, Juan. Have you got the tea bags yet? I sent Juan over some tea bags.
Oh,
He's
right,
in
yep.
the US. But it's a bit... Sending stuff like that to America, and I've had this problem before, it doesn't get there. Because obviously they see... I mean, tea bags is black. So if they was to look, they would see black powder in a bag. Now, I don't think... I think drugs are white, aren't they?
Yeah, normally,
They
yeah.
are a white powder. So I don't know whether or not they're going to get through or not, but I thought it was worth a try. So good morning to you. Mary says I scare a lot of people. Not as many as you, my love. God's sake, do you know the amount of people that come up to me in karaoke places? Who is that woman over there? She is scary. I said, no, she's not scary, but in her spare time, she is a scarecrow. I've seen Mary standing in the middle of the fields like this. Basically, like that. And the birds come. And then, do you know, have you heard, in some fields, they have a gun that seems to go off
Oh, yes.
every half an hour to frighten the birds away. Bang!
Bang.
And it's very scary.
It is.
Let's love it. Good morning to Merlin. Morning, Merlin. Welcome to our little show this morning. That's go. Diane's gone. Bye, Diane. She only come to hear her bloody name mentioned. What's the point? What is the point, dear? No, he's not got his tea bags yet. Well, fingers crossed they will get there, okay? Poor Mark was too tired to come out last night as well, weren't you, Mark? Sorry to hear that, my friend. Okay. And Kevin gets sent tea over there. Good. Yorkshire tea is very nice as well. I've got some of that downstairs. They've had a cup this morning of Harrods number 14 English breakfast tea. Did you notice any difference at all?
It was gorgeous, wasn't
It was very nice.
Was it gorgeous? Was it the way it was made, do you think, Royston? By these fair hands. Did you want to... By the way, did you want to touch me? No, I don't normally allow that with, like, people, you know, because sometimes they have a little crafty touch while I'm in a supermarket or something like that. Yeah, and you can suddenly feel a little brush past your bum. Whereas someone has obviously seen me and recognised me from my worldwide television programmes, and they thought they could touch me. And I do feel it, but I don't usually say anything.
No, you don't normally
Don't usually say anything to them. But
No.
I'm going to let you just touch me today. Go on, have a...
Oh.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Are you all right? Do you want a
Yeah.
glass of water now?
No, I'm
darling?
all right.
No, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Here, Christina. Do you want to call in, Christina? He will take the call. Christina, do call us in. We'd love to hear our first technology type help someone DIY phone-in programme.
Indeed.
Adam is standing by for your calls. 020-8144-3477. If you have Skype, you can Skype in as well. Our Skype username is all one word, United Kingdom Talk. So phone number 020-8144-3477, local London number, or you can Skype in on United Kingdom Talk.
Our operator standing by.
Operators are standing by. 250 people are waiting next door to take your calls. So please make one of those little sparkling lights light up. It's like a Christmas tree next door. I showed Adam next door. He couldn't believe the amount of people sitting next door waiting to answer your calls this morning. Of course, we can't put anyone through.
No.
You know, you are
Has to be
vetted.
screened.
You are screened like an MRI scanner.
Indeed.
I did an impression of an MRI scanner the other day.
Did you
Would you
really?
like to see it?
Go on then.
I'm going to do it now. Okay? So we'll assume there's something wrong with you.
Okay.
Okay? Now, at what point have you got something wrong? Just point to your body somewhere there's something wrong. Okay? Where is that?
Stomach.
Your stomach. Okay. So we're going in an MRI scanner. Here we go. Right. Just a moment. Now that is telling me there's something wrong with your stomach. How accurate was that?
Very good.
You see, that was an impression of an MRI scanner for you, boys and girls.
Indeed. Indeed.
Good morning to Adam. Morning, Adam. Adam Vilma. Bella Emberg died. Who was she? She was a comedy type actress. She was in we saw her on the telly this morning, Russ Abbott show. Do you remember Russ Abbott? What an atmosphere. It's probably a bit too old for you to know, Adam. What an atmosphere. He used to have a show on BBC One in colour, stereo, and subtitles on page 888 of CFAX. So yes, Russ Abbott had a programme on the telly, and she was in that, among other things, so that's who she was. Is your MRI scanner an impression of way of trying to pick up men? No, it wasn't. How dare you? Aha! Look, a call is... call. Someone has passed the... what did you say?
The screening.
The screening, and has been put through here to the studios of United Kingdom Talk to speak to Adam the Plumber. Good morning to Christina in Portsmouth.
Hello. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning, Christina.
Man.
And I do love your scanner interpretation. It's I think I spend 4 days out of a month in one. So yes, it's the only problem is it's much louder.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not exactly the same as the hospital one, but I think this is the way to go. I could have people coming around here. There wouldn't be any wait. I could just quickly scan them and then send off my report to your local GP.
And you wouldn't have to get one of those little hospital gowns on.
No, don't you hate those?
I do.
Have you worn a hospital gown?
No.
Well, you kind of put them on back to front, and the back's all open. So if you bend over, your little bum is showing. How awful is that? It's ghastly, dear.
Ghastly.
Ghastly things.
It's drafty.
It is awful, awful. Yeah, I know what you mean, love.
Oof. But oh well, say la vie. But yes, my boiler is messing up again.
Okay, what appears to be the problem with it, Christine?
It is just extremely loud, and it sort of makes a thunking noise.
Can you do the noise for us, please?
Yes, we need impressions of the noise.
Sort of a dun 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 dun.
My God, it sounds
like a jackhammer.
You haven't got someone from the war stuck in a cupboard, a German stuck in a cupboard somewhere who thinks the war's still on or something, have you?
Funny you mention that. I just had house guests for 3 days from Germany. So
I can't bear that, house guests.
I've been speaking loads of German the last few days.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch, mein Flora?
Oh, do you speak German?
Oh, I speak. I only speak.
Serving them gluten-free bread and crackers.
Oh, gluten-free bread. I've had that before. It's vile. Have you ever had that?
No.
Oh, it's disgusting. There is actually one brand I was all right with, but most of it, you bite into it and it just kind of turns to powder. It's
and it tastes like cardboard.
Oh, it's awful.
Sounds
gluten-free
nasty.
bread. I'd rather not have the bread than have gluten-free bread. It's that bad.
It's that bad, is it?
You know, have a jacket potato or something.
God.
Something like that.
Oh, and lactose-free cheese.
Are you on a mobile phone, Christina?
No, I'm on my house phone.
Does it move around? Is it like
Yes, it does.
I wonder if you was to turn your boiler on now and hold the phone to it, could we listen to it?
I don't know if I don't know if it will make the noise or not. The noise sometimes comes intermittently, but
intermittent. I like that word, intermittent.
After the tone, 1, 2, 3, intermittent.
Let's say intermittent together, Christina. Are you ready? After the tone.
I'll sure try.
After the tone.
You know I haven't had coffee yet, right?
After the tone. Dude.
Intermittent.
That was good, wasn't it? I enjoyed that.
That was in stereo.
So, anyway, the boiler, dear. The boiler.
Yes, go on. Back to the boiler.
What should we do?
Tell me.
Yes.
Yes. Tell me how when this happens. Is it when you turn on your central heating or when you use your water?
When I fire it up.
When you fire it up.
Okay. It's not when I turn on the water. It's when I turn on the actual boiler just to heat the house and everything else. And it sort of makes this. You know how if you go by like an electrical plant and it has that horrible humming noise?
Okay, yeah.
Exactly, yes.
And how long does it...
I could describe the noise, but this is also a family program, so I'm not going to go there, of the humming noises. Yes.
Okay, so how long does the noise normally last for?
A while, and then I just turn it off because it gets annoying.
Okay,
it's just on all the time.
So it's on all the time. So it sounds like it could be the possibly could be the pump.
Well, that was replaced recently. That was replaced about 6 months ago.
Okay. Is that
so? Yeah, probably so. I'll start with the last thing fixed.
Okay, so that was the last thing fixed. The pump. Okay. Is it?
Well, it was the pump and the diaphragm.
Okay.
And I didn't know that boilers needed diaphragms. But
no, I thought it was just people that had those.
No,
how's your diaphragm this morning, Royston? Is it all right, darling?
Yeah.
Good, I'm pleased to hear it.
Well, actually, people have them when they sing.
Oh, yes! Is there anything that you'd like me to sing this morning?
Come on, mate.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh. I keep offering to sing for people, and then they say...
Well, they could have heard us sing together.
Well,
as a duo.
Yeah, we could do a duo.
That's true. You could always do that sing a song. But is it too early for Man of Love?
It is too early for Barry. No time is too early for Barry. No time. Continue with the plumbing question, dear. Get on with it, dear.
All right, dear. So anyway, I need to know: is this boiler a combination boiler or a?
Yeah, it's a combi boiler.
It's a combi boiler.
And it's a Worcestershire boiler.
Oh, I've got one of those.
How we can...
I've got one of those. Mine makes a little bit of a rattling noise sometimes when that's on, funnily enough, and it's a new one.
And has the noise been continuously doing this after you had the pump replaced, or did it start once you had the pump replaced?
It's just recently started for like the last month or so. It gets a bit really, really noisy and sort of clinkety, and so I just turn it off and then turn on my gas fire and grab a blanket.
Oh, so you can't even. Is it that loud? You can't even use it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm afraid I'm trying to keep it limping so I can at least get hot water.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. It sounds like you could have
everything still seems to work. It just makes really loud noise.
Right. Okay. Well, it could be a couple of things. It could be some air in the system, and it could also be the pump is set to the wrong speed. Pumps have 3 different speeds on them, depending on the size of your house.
Okay.
So it could be
high,
one of those.
medium, and super high.
Sorry?
Low, medium, and super high.
That's it, yeah. So it could be that the pump's been set at the wrong speed and the pump's rattling too fast, or something could have come loose in the boiler. Some part of it may have come loose inside the actual boiler. So there's a couple of things to look at there. Have you got a regular man that services you, or lady that services your boiler?
You don't do boilers, do you?
No. Well, surprisingly, my sailor is not deployed right now. Hoo-hoo. But no, I go through a letting agent. I'm renting.
Okay, yeah, I would get onto your letting agent and get them to come out and have a look at it again. It could be something simple.
But I mean, on Thursday it just got its gas inspection on Thursday, so I would have thought they would have.
No, it's a different. That's a little bit like. I think that's a bit like cars and MOTs. A car can pass its MOT and still be dangerous.
Still not work.
Yeah. You can literally get an MOT on a car and drive it out, and the wheels can fall off, and it passed at the time it passed. So a gas safety inspection is just to make sure there's no gas leaking into the room and killing you. And
that wouldn't be good.
And a general hoover and a clean out generally. But I would get on.
I'm already planning one funeral this week. We don't need another.
Terrible.
I didn't know you could. The pump goes at different speeds.
Yeah, you got 3.
Ooh, and now it's making a nice whistling sound.
What at this moment?
Yes.
Oh, can you take the phone to the boiler?
I can try.
Oh, we can hear
it. It's a high pitched whistling
speak to the boiler.
sound. No, I don't think it's going to pick up too well on the phone.
Yeah.
Could you hear that? It's a whistling sound. It's very
strange and mysterious.
Yes, very strange and mysterious, that whistling noise.
And a whistling sound.
Yeah.
Maybe I should sign it up for karaoke.
I think so. Well, there's your answers, my darling Christina.
Yep, I would get them out, Christina, and just say, it's unbearable to live with, and just live it up a little bit, and to say you can't use your heating, and they'll be out.
And tell them it's cold outside.
Exactly. And you need to be warm, and Chris can't provide that warmth all the time with his shows.
I cannot provide the warmth.
I know, and my cat is just, it's a lap cat, but it can only do so much.
Yeah, you can't really
cats.
You can't really wrap them around your neck, can you?
Not cats, not until they're dead.
Well, then
I have seen people with dead cats around like their hoods and things like that, and around their necks and what have you. But not until they're dead, unfortunately. They tend to struggle a bit if you hold them on top of your head or your neck.
They do.
Yes. Well, mine's a little love monster. It's been sleeping on my lap for about 5 hours this morning. So.
Oh, bless it.
Which is good. I had to work early this morning, so I guess this is what happens when you take 2 days off.
It is, yeah.
Anyway, well, y'all have a nice morning, and thank you so much for the information, Adam.
You're welcome.
And you all have a good weekend, okay?
Thank you very much.
On to the letting agent, my dear. On to the letting agent. Cheerio, Christina.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye, my darling. Lovely Christina down there in Portsmouth. Trouble the boiler. I hope she gets that sorted.
Indeed.
Oh, I mean, mine makes a little bit of a rattle now and again when it's on. But it stops.
Yeah, I think most boilers do, because it's.
I've got the same one as hers. Well, if it's a Worcestershire, she said hers is about 2 or 3 years old. So is mine.
Yeah.
So is mine, but she would already had the pump replaced. That's not very good, is it?
No, it could be the pump set on the wrong speed. Anyway, we shall see.
Right, let's read some of your messages this morning coming through. That's
Sam Howard there.
Where are we going? Good morning to Samantha Howard. Is that your lady on the Isle of Wight?
That's it, yep.
Good morning, Sam.
Morning,
who
Sam.
says, lovely people,
Morning.
good to see my bruv. Bruv?
Bruv, yes, I'm her.
Bruv?
Yes, it's my sis.
It's like an American. Are we in the Bronx or somewhere like that?
No, it's. I think they call it modern speak.
Mate. This is the UK, dear. Mate. 0208 144 3477 is our phone-in number this morning. Good morning to Elaine. She's in Israel. Good morning, Elaine. Who are our guests? Well, I mentioned them already. You must be there at the beginning of the show, Elaine. This is Adam the plumber and his other half Royston with us this morning. Criminal lineup, says Kieran. Quite possibly. Quite possibly a criminal lineup. Good morning to best mate Ron, who joins us this morning. You're going around there later to sort your shower out, aren't you? Maybe he's got a noisy boiler for you to have a bang with a hammer with as well, darling.
I'll have a quick bang at Ron's as well, yes.
Morning to Evan, who's down there in sunny Cornwall, where it's always warm. They have permanent summer in Cornwall, Royston.
Really?
Did you know that? Yes, they do. Angela Waters, welcome along from Australia. Good day to you. I love your country very much. I've been there 5 times. It's a little bit too hot for me in the summer, though, I think, really, to be honest. And Kieran loves waking up to me. I think you had the offer there a few times, to be honest, Kieran, and you never took it up, lovely. But there we are. That's one of those things. Good. Yes.
Just looking around your studio here, all your amazing bits of paper. It's amazing how wonderfully clean the studio is.
Are you surprised? Well, actually, probably that top shelf could do with a dusting. I don't know what you're doing later.
It looks like it's...
He could do some dusting.
What's this here, dear?
What's this? I'm glad you picked that up, actually.
Shall I show you the
because
viewers?
I've been meaning... shouldn't really say what your best Christmas card is.
Yes.
Because it upsets everyone else whose card it is. But I do have a favourite Christmas card this year that arrived that is about to be disposed. Or perhaps you'd like to turn it into a little tag, would you? For Christmas presents next year. This is my favourite Christmas card this year. Look at this. Radio Times. Ba, ba, ba. That was my favourite Christmas card
Let's
this year.
show it to the cameras because they're a little bit blind over there.
And that is the front page of the Radio Times in 1977. Now, I always used to buy the Christmas edition of the Radio Times until it went up to like £4.50.
Oh my
just
God.
ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous for a TV listings magazine. If it was, I'd pay up to... For the New Year's Eve Christmas edition, I'd give you £2.50, but no more than that. And it's now like £4.75, I think it was this year. And I'm not paying that for a blooming magazine. But Ray Reynolds sent that to me.
That is lovely.
And it's an old Christmas card from 1977. I do have some old Radio Times Christmas ones. Where are they? I think they're in the cupboard downstairs.
Oh, right,
They're old ones, from the 80s that I kept.
That is a lovely picture.
It is nice, isn't it? A Christmas
what do we
tree
think?
made out of little houses. Hello? They can't see me. Quickly, they can't see me. Don't do that, darling. They get very upset if they can't see me. People think their computers have gone wrong and all that sort of thing.
Look, it looks perfect.
Dear me. Good morning, Iveri. Okay. I've got you there, my darling. 1 second. There you go. I've accepted your Skype request. If you want to call in, feel free to do so. 0208 144 3477 or Skype in on United Kingdom Talk. What do you mean it's not hot? It's only 37 degrees centigrade. That is hot, lady. That's 37, so we double that. So it's 37 is 100. And let's add 30, so it's 147 degrees Fahrenheit in Australia at the moment. 147. Just do that again. 37 times 2. So it's 30 100. 147 degrees Fahrenheit at the moment in Australia.
Wow.
That is hot.
That is hot.
Do you know where you're looking at me now and you're thinking, that's hot. Well, that, I know you'll find this difficult to believe, Royston, is even hotter.
Wow. That is hot.
Hotter. Now, you're not working at the moment, are you, Royston?
No, I'm not at the minute, no.
No. How old are you?
I'm 22.
22. And what sort of jobs have you done in the past?
I've worked in retail mainly.
Right.
But I've done some cleaning work, some warehouse, Toys R Us, places like that.
Toys R Us. I'm not keen on Toys R Us, I have to tell you. I thought it was a little bit lacklustre in atmosphere in there, to be honest. We've got another call coming through. Good morning, Iveri. Iveri? Is it Iveri? Iveri? Good morning. Nope, I just wanted to see if the phone works. I'm afraid I only let you do that once, my darling. After that, you get blocked. You get one more chance. If you couldn't hear us there, you want to try again? There you go. Try again. Hello. Hello, sir.
How are you?
Roy, very well, thank you. Whereabouts are you?
You know, I'm not native speaker and I'm just English learner, but I will try to speak in English with you, if you don't mind.
You're watching on one of the English learning groups, are you?
Yes.
Well, welcome to the show. Whereabouts are you? Is it a man's name, is it?
What?
Iveri, yes. Okay, whereabouts are you in the world?
But I did not understand your question, sorry.
Okay, what country are you in?
I live in Georgia. Do you know that country?
Georgia, is that near Russia?
Yes, and near to Turkey.
Yes, I know. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What would you like to talk about this morning? Or do you want me to lead?
You know, I just wanted to speak English, so if you choose any kind of subject, I can talk.
Okay, tell us all about yourself, where you are, what it's like where you live in, and what job you do, perhaps.
So now I live in Tbilisi. It is capital of Georgia, and I am freshman. I study in university. I am covering my major's degree. University degree in finance.
You're a young person?
What?
You are a young person?
Yes, I am 18 years old.
Okay.
So I am covering my university degree in finance in International Blacks University, and I am studying in English. However, it is not hard for me to deal with some difficulties with English because I have to study many subjects in English. It is still difficult to speak because, speak depends on many practices, so it is not so easy to be fluent in speaking. But however, I can understand many courses in English, and I can deal with many difficulties. So also I can say that I am keen on with music, and when I have free time, I always try to listen to the music and to sing as well. So,
what music do you like, please? Do you like particular pop stars that you like?
I opt to jazz, soul.
Oh, what soul do you like? I'm a soul fan.
What?
I like soul music very much. What soul music people do you like?
I like very much Aretha Franklin.
Yes. Who's Zooming Who? Do you know that song, Who's Zooming Who?
Could you say it again?
Who's Zooming Who? Who's Zooming Who? Da 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 da. Who's Zooming Who?
I don't know if that's
Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin. Or Think. Or Respect.
Yes, think, respect.
Yeah.
Let me remind. I say a little prayer.
I say a little prayer for you.
Yes.
Together.
Da, 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 da. We love that song.
Yes, of course. Then struggle.
Yeah.
So change is gonna come.
Yeah. I know all these songs. Any other soul artists that you like?
What?
Any other soul artists that you like?
My favorite singer is Christina Aguilera.
Okay, yeah.
However, she her hairstyle is not soul. I think she has many soul in her voice, and she always tries to sing soulfully. That's why I like her very much.
Right.
However, sorry for that, she has covered many soul songs.
Right, yes. Well, I'm glad you like the soul music. If you don't mind me saying, we think your English is very good.
Yeah, excellent.
We've understood you perfectly well. You're doing very well, sir.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
There is one little word that you were saying there when you didn't hear something correctly. You said what? What? Okay, that is a little bit
aggressive.
Yes, almost a little bit aggressive. If you say when you can't hear something, pardon, instead of what, say pardon, and that would come across better if you was over here talking to people. All right.
Thank you very much. I will definitely take into consideration.
But your English is very good. We haven't had to ask you to repeat anything. You're doing very well. 18 years old and you can speak like that in English. That is fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Thanks ever so much for calling in. All right. It's been a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye now.
Have a nice day.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.
You too.
Bye.
Oh, how lovely!
Lovely call.
in Georgia.
Georgia.
Which, that's near Russia, isn't it? I remember that.
Excellent.
Some of your messages. Hello to T-Dog, who says, "You better be good to me" by Aretha Franklin. You better be good to me. Oh, you better be. You know that, don't you? No. Why haven't you sung at my karaoke yet, lovey?
He did.
No, that's it, darling.
He did.
I have sung at karaoke.
Yes.
What did he sing?
I can't remember. What did you
What
sing?
did you sing?
Take a Bow by Rihanna.
Take a bow.
What one? Take a Bow. Oh, Rihanna. Yeah. Oh, I can't do those modern songs, dear. Oh, no. She's always late for her concerts, Rihanna, isn't she?
Yeah.
Always late, apparently. Have you been to any concerts? Any sort of...
I've been Pink.
Pink, right.
Yeah,
okay. Where was that?
That was at O2 a few years ago.
That's a big place, isn't it? Mm-hmm. That's where I've seen the great man himself, Barry Manilow, who they can't see today. I'm surprised Manilow people haven't complained this morning. You're sitting in front of his picture, lovey.
Yeah. And I'm covering the Queen.
You're covering the Queen. Only just. Before, you couldn't see her at all. No. Now, you can actually see part of her.
Yep.
Because you've lost so much weight.
Indeed.
Lost so much
if we just go that way, there we go. You can just about see her. There we go.
Good morning to Ross. Is having trouble with his pipes and leaky faucets. What? You're welcome to call in if you want to, Ross, and speak to the great Adam the plumber on 8144 3477. Lines are open and operators are standing by at this moment to take your calls, boys and girls. Look, how is it 11:45?
I know. It's amazing, isn't it?
How on earth is it 11:45?
I have no idea.
Blimey.
We have been chatting a long time.
We have, haven't we? Someone's in for the... There's a group of people that think we're auctioning couches.
Oh, yes.
There is no couch. The couch went weeks ago. I'm sorry.
Ages and ages ago.
The couch has gone weeks ago.
And I must just...
sorry, go on.
I must just say good morning to Jerry Clark. There she is. She's actually my boss.
Oh, is that a friend of... Oh, is it an employer?
It's my boss. It's my boss lady.
Employer. How lovely.
Yeah, so good morning, boss.
I'm just trying to go back down. What I tend to do is come down because these are the early ones at the bottom here. There we are. So we're there. Karaoke was on Facebook last night, Adam. I don't know why you couldn't see it, my friend. We had quite a few people watching last night. Can you see the recording? I don't know. Elaine reckons you should sit on the other side. There you go. When you have guests in the studio, you should have them sit on the other side so they don't block Barry's picture. Someone's upset with you, dear. They're upset with you. That's it. You've upset them. Double it and add 28. Oh, what, for the Fahrenheit? Well, I did. Double 37 is 100 and add 38 is 147. I mean, how many times have I got to do the same calculation for you, Adam? Do pay full attention. I've got a calculator, but I don't need it. You see how I did that so easily in my head? Double 37 is 100. Yes. And add 30 is 147. Thank you. I think you'll find that's correct. Good morning to Angela Walters. It's Kissa Ranja Redhead Day today. What does that mean? Kisaranga Reghead. I don't know what that is.
No idea.
We don't know what that is. Is that something in another country or something? I'm not quite sure what that is. We have a call coming through on the line. Good morning, line 17. Good morning. Who's on line 17?
Hello, it's Grant Evan from Cornwall.
Good morning, sir. How are you, Evan?
I'm very well, Chris. How are you this morning?
Nice to hear your voice this morning. Are the stars shining brightly? Just tell us what you do, Evan.
I am a professional research scientist, got a PhD in astrophysics, as we were talking the other day there, Chris. But unfortunately, no astrophysics last night, as it was cloudy and raining.
Oh, you can't see through those clouds yet. Do you think they'll have something, because he's got telescopes and things like that, Evan. Do you think they'll have something at some point where your telescope will fire something up into those clouds that will make them part like Jesus did in the Red Sea, lovey, when he came walking through? Maybe you'll be able to do that with the clouds one day.
Well, do you know something? That would be
like a laser or something like that.
Unfortunately, I don't think something like that's going to happen in my lifetime. However, I am getting installed a 9-metre radio telescope dish, so it can rain and be as cloudy as it likes, and I'll still be able to work.
Wow. How big did you say that was?
Sorry, it's a 9-metre radio telescope dish.
Wow. So that the dish is like 9 metres across.
Wow.
And he's having that in his little flat that he's got. Mm. And his neighbours are all writing to him, you know. Oh, yes, they're going mad because he's having this 9-metre dish installed on his balcony. Outrageous.
And I thought your 6-metre one out the back garden was bad enough.
All I've got is a sky dish here, and that has trouble. So all I get is... Do you remember Sparkleys? Do you remember Sparkleys, Evan? When
Yes, I do, yeah.
Yeah, you remember, don't you? When Sky first came along and it was coming from Astron, that Amstrad receiver with 16 buttons along the front. And if it wasn't quite tuned in, you'd get sparklies, wouldn't you? Sparklies on the screen. You don't get those anymore, do you?
No, that's a thing of the past now, Chris. I remember in my army days when I was based in Germany.
Yes.
We had the Sky card sent across by a parent because you had to have a UK address at that time.
Right.
And I was being such a good ear. All I had my satellite dish was bungeed to a pole outside on my balcony, and it worked a treat.
I might get a telescope at some point. I quite like the idea of being able to look through a device, not on a computer.
No.
You know, look through an optical device and actually see a planet.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? I look at this. I can see little shining dots, and I guess, well, that one's a bit red. Maybe that's Mars. That one's a bit green. I saw a blue one the other day. One that was much bluer than the rest of them. I don't know what that one was. But to actually point a device, an optical device like binoculars, at something and say, yeah, I can see Mars.
Yeah.
How fantastic
That
to
would
be able to do that.
I mean, do you remember going back, Chris? Do you remember going back, Chris, your show that you done with the asteroid in your back garden?
Oh yes, the comet program.
The comet, yes.
You haven't seen that one, have you, Evan? I actually showed people how to make their own comet.
Yeah, well, we do that as a GCSE project for the school kids. I teach GCSE astronomy at one of the secondary schools down here, and they actually make the risk assessments and health and safety are a nightmare for that.
I should think they are.
But it's well worth it.
I'll try and find the comet video and post it on your wall, Evan, all right?
Oh, that would be Chris, yeah, because I could certainly, if it's education, no problem.
Yeah, it's the best bit of...
Getting back to telescopes, Chris, I mean, you don't need to have, my one is 54-inch and 14-inch mirrors, research telescopes, yeah? But with an average-sized telescope and a tracking mount, because remember, the Earth rotates, so you have to have a mount that tracks to keep what you're looking at in the centre of the eyepiece. But if you put it onto Saturn, you'll see Saturn's rings.
Wow.
You'll see 4 of Saturn's moons as pinpoints of light. Oh. You'll actually see, if it's a nice clear night, you'll actually see a big gap in Saturn's rings called the Cassini division. If you put it onto Jupiter, you'll see the 2 Jovian main storm bands. And because Jupiter's only got a 10-hour day, you will see the Great Red Spot transit across the front of the disk.
That would be fantastic. Well, you've already invited me down to Cornwall, and I would love to come at some point. I've got some other people to visit there as well while I'm down there, so I can kind of, do it all at the same time. I haven't been to Cornwall for, my God, about 40 years or so. It's a long time. We hired a cottage. Is Dawlish in Cornwall, or is that Devon? Dawlish.
That's right. You're on your way into it's Devon. Devon's and Dawlish is in Devon, but it's not too far from where we are. But I'm situated in a place called St Stephen, which is central Cornwall, so it's ideal for visiting places, Chris. You won't drive any more than an hour to get into Cornwall. And as I said to you, my wife works at the Ewing project, so you'd come into that for a day's visit as a VIP guest, and I'm sure you absolutely love
a VIP guest. Oh my word! There's a little badge as well, Evan. Will I have a badge?
You will get a badge of VIP office, no less.
Will you be taking the film crew with you on this?
Of course, darling. The United Kingdom Talk television cameras, this iPhone, will be there to fully cover the event.
Outside broadcast, yes.
Chris, I've got a studio here as well that you were more than welcome to use if you're down here and you want to do one of your shows.
That's fantastic.
If we can figure out a way on Expert Broadcaster, I could put a live video feed on one of the television.
Yeah, that's easy enough. I just send it
show if you wanted.
Send it to my restream and that'll work nicely. That will.
Yeah. Okay then, I'm not going to keep too long here because you have other people to talk to, Chris. A pleasure talking to you tonight as usual, and you be safe, and I will talk to you soon.
Pleasure to talk to you. Bye-bye, Evan. Love to your missus. Oh, is he gone?
Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye now. Bye. He's such an interesting man. I spoke to him the other day, and we was on the phone for ages, and he's such an interesting man. He really is.
Excellent.
Good. Kevin says it's interesting to hear someone who's learning English. I think we do not realise how difficult our language is to learn. Now, I've heard that a lot of times. People have said that English is difficult to learn. Although I must admit, I can do like pigeon French. Pigeon. Can we do pigeons? Can you do pigeons?
Cuckoo, cuckoo. I can speak one other language.
Oh yeah.
Pig Latin.
What?
Pig Latin.
Pig Latin. What's that?
Pig Latin.
Pig Latin.
It was invented in Charles Dickens' time,
right?
By the urchins to talk to each other, and then it was adopted by shopkeepers. And what you do is you take the first word, you take a word,
right,
and you take the first letter off the front, put it on the end, and add an A or a Y. So, unless it's a vowel,
say hello and welcome to United Kingdom Talk.
Hello, yay, and ye elkom way ute, uye itne ingam te okte, if way is cray earden ray, and ye oysten ray, iggins ye, and ye adam ye ubro te. So
you can have, if you learnt that, you could have conversations and annoy people because they wouldn't be understanding what you say. I love it, dear.
I'll teach you.
I think we should do a whole show in that language.
In your agbang,
yeah, the numbers would drop off like flies for that one, wouldn't they?
They will.
Hello to Bill. Is the couch smoke-free? There's no smoking in this house, my friends. We don't have smoking in this house. And the couch has gone. I keep telling... They're still trying to buy the couch that we sold years and years ago.
Sell it over and over again.
Years and years ago.
Mind you, when it's had an international star set on it, I'm not surprised,
Yeah. Thank you. That's why it's worth so much money.
Exactly.
Hello to Abdul. Welcome to the show. Thank you, Abdul. We don't need to be told to read the comments. I only read the interesting ones. If I haven't read yours, it's not interesting, I'm afraid. Hello to Kevin. Oh, they're having some people having conversations. There's no couch auction this morning, Bill. I keep telling you. Good morning to James Bond guy as well. I've been waiting for this show for on the week. I like your programme. My name is Abdul Sattar, and you're very welcome to the show, sir. You're very welcome to the show. I hope you'll enjoy it. And it's in Pakistan, possibly trying to learn English as well. So there we are. Apparently Jesus didn't part the Red Sea. He walked on the water. I do apologise, Elaine. I must refer to my copy of the Bible. It was Moses. Moses.
Yes, indeed.
Moses is also a doorman, you know. Moses is also a doorman at that place in Clapham I used to work at.
Oh, right, okay.
So there we are.
Does he part the seas there?
Ronnie's not very good with his calculations, is he? 37 plus 37 is 74. Well, that's wrong for a start. 37 and 37 is about 100. Plus 28 is 102.
30 and 30
I'm
60,
still working
67.
that out at 142.
Hold
aren't
on
you?
a minute. 30 and 30 is 60, plus 7 is 67, plus another 7.
24.
No, I think you're all wrong there. 2 times 37 is 74. 2 times 37 is... It's 100. I'm sure it's 100. Julian, I think you've got it wrong as well. Perhaps all that time living in the sunshine has done your brain in, sir. Good morning to the lovely Anne Taplin. We like Anne.
We do. Good morning,
Good morning, Anne. Welcome, Anne. Welcome, Anne. Blue is Neptune. I don't know. Yes. When you look at the colour of the planets, blue is Neptune, but we don't really know, do we?
No,
because we're not. We should have spoken to the expert Evan and asked him what colour that was. Good, Johnny Key. Good morning, Johnny, who came in on the back end of discussion on converting to centigrade to Fahrenheit. The exact conversion is to divide by 5, multiply by 9, and then add 32. Okay, so 37 divided by 5 is 4. Then multiply by 9, which is 102, and add 32, which is 147. So I was right all along.
There you go.
I was right all along. Right, I am correct in all these things. Good. And that's it. All right, boys and girls, we're going to wrap up here because Adam has work to do.
I do.
Work to do. He's going to fix my shower today.
I have to get in your shower.
And my toilet.
And your toilet,
And my toilet, and then he's going over to do Ronnie's shower.
Indeed.
Because his shower's gone a little bit wrong today. We're going to do today's birthdays now, boys and girls. Happy birthday this morning. We've only got 3 this morning, or was it 2? It was only 2. Only 2 birthdays. And if sometimes you get 2 birthdays, tomorrow, 15. You just never know. It depends when you did that thing, you know.
Indeed.
Yeah, it depends when they did that thing. They're all doing it at the same time. Happy birthday this morning to Mark Healy. Doesn't say how old you are this morning, Mark, so happy birthday, Mark. And to Brenda Nathan. Brenda, are you one of the Manilow girls? Ah, yes, you are. Definitely one of the Manilow girls is the lovely Brenda. I don't know if you know Anne Taplin. She's often pops up in the show and says hello, which is always a pleasure. Especially, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but especially for the Manilow girls to pop up and say hello. It's always an absolute pleasure. And I do see some of you at the concerts and that. So let's sing to these wonderful 2 people this morning. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mark and Brenda. Happy birthday to you. Oh, it gives a lot of meaning to the word Cat's Chorus. That, don't you think? It does. Cat's Chorus. Iveri, who was speaking to earlier on Skype, says, I want to tell you sorry if my what seemed. Why isn't that cut? Is my that's not coming up. I can't get that message. Why can't I get that?
Scroll down a bit, I think.
Or maybe scroll up. Oh, sorry if what seemed impolite. No, please don't worry. You're learning English, so it's not impolite. It's just one of those things. You're learning English. Happens sometimes.
Even we are.
A little story once about a German friend of mine. And there was a black guy who was a friend of mine as well. Mm-hmm. And we were both in a DJ box. I was doing the DJing and they were kind of talking to me. And the German guy said something, because he was learning English.
Yep.
And he said something that instead of saying black friend, it said dirty friend. Mm-hmm. And of course, my black friend was offended by this. And I explained to him, no, he's German. And the translation, and this goes with all languages, sometimes mucks up a bit.
Yeah, it does.
And I don't know if you've seen some of the stuff on Facebook. You know, when you get foreign writings, foreign writings, and you click the translation
and it doesn't translate
and
properly.
It's senseless.
Yeah,
absolutely. And then it says rate this translation.
Absolutely.
So often translations don't work, you know, especially if you're learning. So you've no need to apologise. We're not offended in any way, shape, but nothing really offends me. We're never offended by that. You're trying to learn English and you're doing very well, so please don't worry about that. All right. Good. Julian says 2 times 50 is 100. Yes, and so is 2 times 37. I can't believe you don't know that, Julian, but there you are. It's one of those things. Anyway, that's all for the show today. Thank you very much. Have you enjoyed your time here?
We have.
Yes, we have.
Isn't this the highlight of your entire life being
You'd be
here,
talking-
apart from being born, perhaps, darling? Although I don't remember that myself. It was very dark at the time. Very, very dark.
He has enjoyed himself immensely, and we'll love every moment of it.
Good. See you soon. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye-bye now. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, hang on. Where's that now? No, that one.